Alright, so we're live now, and I'm just going to share the link. Okay. Okay, let's share the link. Exactly. There you go. The link has gone through. I'm going to go into the game. Okay. Yeah, there we are. As rehearsed earlier, everything is going according to plan. Skin's a little bright, but I think we're good. Yeah, Jiraiya's already on. This guy's already on. They be texting. Okay. Okay, just gonna drop this. If you are here right now with me, then welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna post the link here. Gonna show you guys what the debut match is all about. Alright, so there it goes. Okay, now that that's done, gonna forward it to some important personnel. Alright, I can see Jiraiya already texting me here. I'll add it to the lobby. Okay, sure. Definitely, I'll be expecting that. Definitely, that's gonna happen. Also, while we are setting things up on our end, 3 minutes to the match. If you're just tuning in, sit tight. This is going to be a hot one. Crimson Era is playing, and if you know anything about Crimson Era, you know that Jiraiya, aka MJ, is the leader of the squad. So I'm looking forward to their match, especially since it's their debut match. They didn't play in the Lost tournament. You know, it was mostly Astra with Cypher doing their thing there. So, you know, it's gonna be something very interesting, to be honest. It's gonna be something very interesting tonight. I want to see what Jiraiya and his teammates can pull off against Kizune tonight. So if you're in the comments right now and you're watching this and you tuned in early, let me know what you think. Do you think Jiraiya can pull something off with his teammates tonight, or do you know anything about Kizune? I mean, it's rookies tournament, so we don't really have that much expectations like we did in the Lost tournament. I mean, we had top squads like Phantom Troops, we had Unstoppable Gods, we have Dead Sirens, we had Astrals, the undefeated champions. We had a lot of crazy squads. So right now it's the rookies tournament, and we're not expected to see an overpowered lineup of squads. But then again, we shouldn't also underrate them, because like they say, these are the future champions of the ML Hub. So let's see who's gonna come out top. And it's the first match, it's day one, and it's the debut match. So let's see what they are gonna cook for us. I really hope MJ is gonna show us something interesting tonight. I am looking forward to it tonight. So with that being said, it's 2 minutes to 9, which is the official time that the tournament is gonna kick off and start properly. Okay, so we can go in, and I'm gonna be waiting for the invite. When they invite me to the lobby, I'm gonna see what's going on there. So I'm gonna wait for the invite from Jiraiya. Like he said, he would invite me in and spectate. Once I join the spectating area, we kick off and we go straight into it. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, 2 people already tuned in right now. Welcome to the chat. Okay, there's the custom invitation. Okay, I'm in. We're just gonna join the spectating area. I can see that I think Favor Cast is already here. And I can see that Crimson Era members are here. I can see Ero, we can see Kuro Sensei, and Jiraiya himself, the leader of Crimson Era, which is also MJ Ronin as well, joining the Crimson Era cast. We've not seen any member of Kizuna here yet. We've not seen any member here. I think sort of Kitsune, we've not seen any of their members here. I love the punctuality from Crimson Era, by the way. I love that punctuality. 5 of them already on the lobby. No member of Kitsune here. Don't really know what's going on. But then again, getting here early always puts your squad at an advantage because of the rules of the tournament. If you've not read the rules, let me put you up to speed. if you come early, it puts your team at an advantage. If the team that your team is going to be facing against are not complete in time, your team is actually going to win the first match. So I'm the one currently streaming right now. You can see someone asking in the comments right now who is streaming, and that's Favor Cast be doing the one, the one. I'm just gonna reply him right now. I'm gonna say me. I'm the one streaming right now. So I can see that 2 members of Crimson Era are gone. I don't really know. They're still kind of like trying to figure things out, but it's already time. It's already time for the match. So right now we're supposed to be seeing those members of Kitsune here, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know why there aren't any members of Kitsune here yet. We should be seeing some people here. We only see Crimson Era members here, and truly I don't know what's going on really. It's 1 minute already into the game. This is the debut match. I mean, it's the match that's supposed to tell everything. Like, this is the first match. You're supposed to set the pace for everything. Crimson Era has already set that pace, has already set an example of punctuality. 5 of their members already in the lobby prior to the match starts time. So we are looking at 5 members here that know how to keep the time. That shows good coordination by the leader, Jiraiya, MJ himself. That shows a very good coordination of his teammates, very good coordination and very punctual approach and very serious-minded approach to the tournament. I don't really know what's going on the end of Kitsune. Not a single member here yet. That's something we're waiting for on their end. Okay, I can see 1 member here, Nigasaki 2.0, trying to represent a member trying to represent Kitsune here. But then again, what can one do against 5? Time is ticking. We're already 2 minutes into the match time. This is not going in favor of Kitsune. If they don't rally up their crew members on time, they're going to be at a loss of the first match. So I'd advise Nigasaki to remind his teammates. I believe they have a squad chat that can help them communicate with each other, or they should make some calls that would help them reach out to the others of their squad to come online and join the lobby so this match can be underway. It is necessary for them to do that because right now Crimson Era has the attendance advantage over them. That is not a good position to start because you don't even know what both teams' strengths and weaknesses are. You haven't even played a match yet. You don't even know whether your team has an edge. It would be such a sad scenario if your team were to lose the game due to absence of 1 or 2 of your players. That is not going to be an okay. You can see Kai here, Christopher already here. Luffy, Kitsune are making their entrance. I love that so much. 4 members already in, 5 members already in the blink of an eye. Kitsune members are complete. I love that from Kitsune. Kudos to all Kitsune members. Just in time, 3 minutes into the game, into the match. 3 minutes into the match time, start time, they're already complete in the lobby. And I think 1 member of Crimson Era is still missing. They need to get that 1 member out real quick. They need to get that 1 member back. I mean, I was praising Crimson Era about the punctuality earlier. Come on, you guys shouldn't turn the tables around. Right now, they have more members. Okay, scratch that. They actually have enough members now. So right now everyone just needs to ready up, and then they pick the bands in the lobby. If you don't know anything about the rules, let me put you up to speed. So basically there are something called lobby bands and there is something called in-game bands. So usually you'd have 2 bands in the lobby chat. So we're gonna look at the lobby chat. Yes, it's all good on my end. Yes, it's all good. Okay, it's all good. So we're gonna be seeing some lobby bands. And we're gonna be seeing some in-game bans. Okay, so they're gonna be taking some bans on the side of Crimson Era. Okay, why did they kick me? Wow, that is something that must have been an error. No, that is something that must have been an error. No, that is something that's must have been an error. Yeah, I think they kicked me by mistake. Okay, all right. So we're supposed to see some yeah, so we're supposed to see some lobby bans here. We're not seeing any lobby ban here. So we're supposed to see some in-game bans and lobby bans. So basically they banned 2 heroes in the lobby. Both teams agreed that okay, we're gonna be taking down this hero, and then the other team say we're gonna be taking down. Yeah, Jiraiya is reminding them of the rules, the bans, exactly. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. It's all good on my end. Yes, I'm here. It's all good on my end. Okay, so they're gonna be banning 2 heroes in the lobby chat. So that's what I'm showing you guys right now. I'm showing you guys the lobby chat. So they're gonna take the 2 bans now. Crimson Era are gonna take their own ban, and then Kitsune are gonna take their own bans as well. So this is supposed to be a 5-person ban, but usually, since we don't have access to the tournament lobby properly, we're gonna be taking the 2 bans in the lobby, the 4 bans in the lobby, 2 from each team, and then we're gonna be taking 3 bans, which is the usual 3 bans in rank. We're gonna be taking 3 bans in the game draft as well. So you can see Fasa and Ling from the side of Jiraiya, which is speaking for Crimson Era, being the leader of Crimson Era. So speaking for Crimson Era, there's a Fasa and a Ling ban right there. So that's a very wise ban on my end. Fasa is a very long range mage with feathered airstrike, giving her an advantage. Can use to zone out enemies and can use to really dish out damage. Can also use to defend the base and defend turrets as well. Ling is also a very good assassin, the Cloud Walker himself from the Kedia Riverlands. A very good immobile assassin that can cover distances, can split push, and can take out squishes efficiently. So Cassie just noted the bans from the side of Crimson Era. We're waiting for the response from the side of Kitsune. They're gonna pick their 2 bans. Then we go straight into the draft and see what both teams have for us. So basically, how this works, if you're not aware, is that the heroes that they choose to ban in the lobby are not going to be picked. Neither are they going to be banned in the draft phase. That's how this works. So basically, once they choose heroes that they're going to be banning in the lobby, I can see that Nagasaki, speaking for Kitsune, says he's banning 1-1, the Agile Tiger from Kedia Riverlands, and Melissa from Melissa's Tailor in the Monian Empire. So both ladies and both characters are not going to be seen in the draft. You're not going to see them in the ban phase, neither are you going to see them in the pick phase. So any team that picks these heroes that have been banned in the lobby will be subject to penalty by the rules. So with that being said, we're all going to... Okay, I gotta give them the green flag on the side of Favor Cast. And with that being said, we get right into it. So both teams haven't played before. Kitsune have not seen their strengths, but this is supposed to be a rookies tournament, so I'm not going to have any high expectations. I'm not going to be expecting any early game savages or anything like that. So we're all going to look forward to this. Okay, we're here into the draft phase, and I think we're going to take that on Hylos. A Hylos ban probably. I'm going to wait for the Hylos ban, or probably Gato ban, because Egato wasn't banned in the lobby, so that's still available for pick or ban in the draft phase. Ronin being the first person to ban here, 8 seconds left, probably waiting for suggestions from his teammates. But indecisiveness is not a good thing, as it takes down the power of the wilderness herself, Hilda, from the power of the wilderness herself, Hilda, and it takes down. Christopher will respond to that on the side of Kitsune. Christopher, there's a lot of opportunities you have here. You have the Hylos to take down, you have the Gato to take down, you have the Hanzo to take down. You also have, Lucas as well to take down. How you respond to the Hilda ban, Christopher? That's something I really want to see. Indecisiveness will not cost him, as it takes down Hayabusa, the one who wants to be the Akage of the Shadow Scarlet. Arrow will respond to that as well. I don't know why there's a lot of popular bans here to take down. I really don't know why they're not taking down. Oh, the Hanzo goes down, the strongest hero from the Shadow Scarlet. Yes, that's a ban I was actually looking forward to be honest. It's a rookies tournament, right? It's a rookies tournament, so let's cut them some slack, guys. Let's cut them some slack. There's a whole lot of things that they are supposed to ban and take down quickly, or the Camilla takedown is actually a very valuable takedown. The Curse of Blood Maiden is a very formidable roamer and a very formidable tank if you know how to play her. We can see a Kimi pick from Hero. I don't know what's going on. A Kimi pick is not something we see all the time, but thanks to the revamp, she's getting more picks and getting more recognition in the recent meta. So that's something that's actually very commendable for Kimi. The revamp right now, was something that really helped her popularity. Kaguya pick right there from Christopher with Kai, with the Mia. That's not the pick we see all the time. Locks down the bard from Monian Empire himself. Granger, the man who only fights for himself. We see an Irithel pick right there from the Dark Elves, Gaius with the Irithel pick, a very formidable and mobile marksman on the side of Crimson Era. And Kuro Sensei will respond to that on the other side of, and locks down the Gato himself, the one with the power to jump to the heavens, the Guardian himself. And Tigreal, the protector of the Monian Empire, a lockdown. We'll be seeing some implosions in this game as they take down the Tigreal in support of Kitsune. Wow, I really love that. I mean, it's we're not supposed to have like high expectations, but then again, there's a lot of things that could work here. I mean, the Tigreal explosion could go so well with Kagura if they really time, you know, the ultimate and the initiations well. Kagura could actually synergize well with Tigreal, and there's a lot of flicker here on the side of Kitsune. You know, the Tigreal, the Granger, and the Kagura running the flicker, while on the other end there's still no flicker on the side of Crimson Era. There's a Sprint, a Vengeance, and a Purify on the side of Kimi. Running will respond will the final ban. I mean, there's still a Hylos available. So, you know, they still haven't taken down the Hylos. The Hylos is still available. They could run a Hylos Gato. That can be a very formidable lineup for the side of Crimson Era. But they take down the Shadow of Dread himself as Staro's weapon. Phobius. Luffy will respond to that by making the 4th pick on the side of Kitsune. Who knows what the pick is going to be? Okay. Ooh, the Badang, the Fist of Zen himself. That's a very, very valuable pick. Badang has gotten some popularity thanks to the adjustment made in the recent patches. Badang got a really nice adjustment right there that gave his foreswing and the backswing some slight reduction, and which made it easier for you to execute his skills. And then we can see a response there with the MPL edit and the laboratory rat himself, Alpha from 1412. Oh, picks the CC herself. Wow, that's the complete lineup on the side of Crimson Era. So if you're in the comments right now, let me know what you think about Crimson's Era lineup. There is a lot of things I want to say about this lineup. Honestly, it's kind of a mixture of sustain and mobility. I mean, we have a lot of mobility coming from the end of CC and Irithel, and then you also have a lot of sustain coming from Alpha and Gato. It's kind of like a balance of mobility and sustain. And then we also have on the side of Kitsune, we have the Roger, the Badang. There's a whole lot of CC they are packing there. The Badang packs a lot of CC, and you know, Tigreal as well. Badang with the Temple Clash, Tigreal will the implosion. So there's a lot of things that, you know, could go right for them. There's a lot of flicker on their end. These people are people that want to move fast. They want to combine their skills with flicker. I mean, Badang can combine his skills with flicker. Same with Kagura and same with Tigreal as well. So there's a lot of synergy right here with Tigreal, Badang, and Kagura, especially Kagura and Badang with Tigreal. So I really like the fact that Crimson Era are going for a sustain and you know, a sustain build and a mobility build. And you can see Purify on the side of Gaius and Hero. They're trying to counter the high amount of CC concentration on the side of Kitsune. This is a game whereby both teams are trying to outsmart each other. I mean, if you have a sustain and you have a lot of CC, I'm going to come with my Purify, right? I'm going to carry a lot of mobility and I'm going to carry a lot of sustain to match that up. And with that being said, let's get into game 1 of Kitsune versus Crimson Era. The Rookies tournament is on. Let me know who you think is gonna win this match, the first match of the tournament tonight. Let me know what's gonna make. I'm gonna be engaging you guys in the comments while the junglers do their thing, farming the orange ball. So I'm gonna be looking at the comments right now. Okay, so someone said Justin ban go funny pass Hilda ban. Well, technically yes. A Justin ban would have been more threatening. But then again, there's a lot of things that Hilda 2 can do with the zoning out and all that. You know, so a Hilda ban was not so bad. But then again, it's all about who plays the heroes, right? It's not just about the heroes. I said, Kitsune cooking a very mad draft. Yes, actually, that's an insane draft with a lot of synergy. I mean, you have you know, Tigreal, you have Badang, you have Kagura. You know, there's a lot of synergy right there. So, you know, they said Crimson win. Well, Crimson Era does have a lot of sustain and mobility, so they are definitely in a very good position. I mean, with the Purify on their end as well, giving them an edge, there. So yeah, I agree. I agree that Crimson Era has an advantage, but then again, it's not about the picks. It's not about the battle spell. It's how you use what you have in this game, and a lot of things can also come. The macro gameplay, the micro gameplay. There's just a lot of things to consider, right here before you can predict. But then again, I appreciate the prediction. We can see the Temple Clash going on right here on the EXP lane. Kuro Sensei against Luffy here. Just a little tame engagement. Not so serious. Just a little poke, a little trading of HP on the EXP lane as the total spawns in 12 seconds. You see Roger already anonymous trying to come in here to take out the EXP lane. Usually when the total spawn is a total clash with the stone already coming in, morphs into the morph state. Anonymous trying not to contest too much and commit the total spawn. There's a spell of alpha from Rodin, not willing to engage because the total is available. He's gotta secure the objective first. He knows that. He knows that objective comes first as the jungler. Not willing to go in. Right there, Nagasaki not yet with the implosion. Anonymous trying to secure right here as he goes in. Kuro Sensei with the wing and then steals the total. The first total of the tournament. The spell of alpha already used on Tigro. Gonna retreat right there. It's not worth it engaging in a team fight in such situations. Just gonna farm early enough. I love the fact that Anonymous, took that down, despite the fact that they were actually zoned out, and they had they were at a disadvantage because Anonymous had already engaged and used his morph state, and somehow he was still able to build, he was still able to pull it off in that situation. It's a lot. Anonymous is a very renowned jungler. He's someone that knew what he was doing at that point in time. There's a little contest right here. I don't really see running anywhere close. Anonymous takes the little easily again. So let's turn a little focus here on the EXP lane. I can see that Nagasaki is also rotating to this place, trying to really, support Luffy on the other end. Luffy goes in with the Temple Clash. There's the Feast of Zen. Kuro Sensei taking a lot of damage here, but retreats, not willing to commit. Let's go back to the gold lane as Gaius comes in with support from the... Oh, Kai trying to farm me here with the implosion. Nagasaki already taking so much damage. Take it down. The first blood goes to MJ as he takes it with the Gato, the avatar himself, the guardian of... Kai trying to push him down, trying to pressurize him, but there will be a cut from Rome. The spell of alpha is used on Anonymous as he takes him down. There's the force swing, running up, willing to commit as he goes out of the team fight. Jiraiya trying to support Gaius here. He knows that Gaius only has the Purify, and Kai has enough push in him to take him out. Well, a Granger is actually a very deadly one against an Irithel with a Purify, because Irithel actually works better with a sprint. And when you have a Purify, you don't have as much mobility as you would have. So the Turtle has spawned. So Gaius really needs to learn how to play safe. He buys the Has Claws. He buys the Has Claws. Already comes in. The spell of alpha already used on Nagasaki. Forced to use the S2 to get away from that situation. The force we're gonna use on the Turtle lost. Luffy takes out Kuro Sensei on the EXP lane, but the Turtle will be taken by Ronin this time as Christopher takes him out. Immediately takes out Gaius on the other side. The Purify will not save him from this situation. Well, definitely there's a limit to which Purify can go when you are dealing with a Kagura, especially a skilled Kagura. That can be a very tricky situation because Kagura has like 3 to 4 blinks when she uses her second set of skills. So there's a lot of things. It's kind of complicated, especially as an Irithel without a sprint. It gets really complicated when you're dealing with a very skilled Kagura. So I can see that the EX plane is not really going well for Kuro Sensei. He's trying to play safe here. Luffy already gaining the vision advantage on Kuro Sensei, trying to use the Temple Clash. He's the Temple Clash on him. His ultimate already. Vengeance already popped, trying to get out of this situation. Kuro Sensei in a dangerous position, also low. Gets out just in time before he can get taken out. A very good engagement there from Luffy. Let's return back to the mid lane where it's going on as Ronin comes into the mid lane. Oh, we missed that one. The camera missed that one. Luffy already trying to push the tier 1 on the EXP lane, but will be met with a visit from Leo. Well, I dare say that Luffy is actually trying on the EXP lane. He's actually outmatching Kuro Sensei on the EXP. Kuro Sensei is not doing well right now. He's not okay. I'm gonna show the build. Okay, you guys want to see the build? This is the build. So we've got a war axe on the side of Alpha, Ronin, Kuro Sensei, as well. So this is the build. You wanted to check out the build, so that's it. So yes, as I can see a little, they're trying to control things here on the EXP lane. I can see the 4-man pincer strategy right here, against Luffy, because they're trying to make sure that things are not, going out of hand on EXP lane, because they have almost lost their tier 1 on EXP. That's actually a very bold move, considering that the turtle will also spawn on the EXP lane. I can see that there's also an engagement right here on this side, as the Purifier will get Chaos out of that tricky situation. Back to the turtle side, as Ronin tries to get him out. Trying to take out the turtle. Already trying to get help from the teammate. They will zone out Anonymous as he gets pressured by Jiraiya. MJ knows how to zone out this jungler from stealing the turtle underneath their noses. No more hat tricks for you. No more under the nose steals for Anonymous. Right here, you can see Luffy trying to take advantage of Kuro Sensei absence on the EXP lane. But will the lane be taken down? Yes, it will, by the minions. A lot of things are going on right here on the gold lane. They're trying to control the situation right here. Nagasaki already coming in, trying to support Luffy on the EXP lane. Already coming in. Oh, missed the implosion against Kuro Sensei. As Kuro Sensei gets out of there just in time. Trying to come in to rendezvous. Jiraiya notices that there is a cluster of enemies on the other side. Anonymous already comes in, mobs them, but let's see out of the garden, catching Anonymous. Already getting the chance for the unbreakable. The out of the garden is already in, already Luffy comes in with a tempo clash as a force of Alpha is used. Ronin trying to engage, gets the man, Christopher gets pulled back, gets out with a flicker. Nagasaki trying to buy him time, Arrow not willing to catch him on, but commits fully to that situation. We'll get out of there with the tempo clash. That would have gone wrongly if they had pushed that in too much. I can see Kai taking advantage of the oh, why did he flicker? That was unnecessary. That was completely unnecessary, really. That was completely unnecessary. Just wasted that flicker there. I can see they're trying to control things here on the EXP lane. They're trying to support. Jiraiya knows that the EXP lane is suffering right now. He knows that he needs to come and control things there. If not, things will get out of hand. Luffy is dominating this lane right now. Luffy is looking for an opening against them. I think he's going to go for it. The tempo clash. Christopher is already here. Oh, he forfeits the turret instead, realizing that it's not worth the fight. Anonymous will come in on the other end, but not willing to commit as Ronin takes out Nagasaki on the other end of the lane. Wow, 7 seconds until the Lord spawns. Jiraiya already taking out the turtle. Madara himself is here as the Lord spawns on the other end. But who will take this Lord? Crimson Era are already leading in the gold lead, the Q lead, the wave lead. Jiraiya really making sure he zones them out, making sure he checks the bushes and gives Ronin an easy Lord. Yeah, that was actually, oh, they're already coming into contest. Kistin already here. Jiraiya trying to pan. Oh, there's a temple clash from Luffy as Ronin takes down Madara, signaling Jiraiya to get out of there with the Avatar of the Guardian, but he fails to use it instead. Anonymous already coming in, trying to retreat back. The Lord has already been taken. Ronin will retreat back to farm some more as Jiraiya tries to guide Arrow on the gold lane. I can see that they're running a two marksman lineup on the side of Crimson Era. Jiraiya is half HP. I think he needs to go back and in order to support, in order to be useful and be effective in this Lord, because this Lord is going to be taken down really quickly. I think they can just use this Lord as a distraction, which Ronin is doing on the EXP lane, trying to get the waves at their side. On their side, Kuro Sensei doing the same on the EXP lane. Nagasaki will camp looking for an opening on Kuro Sensei here, but Kuro Sensei is ever so vigilant. On the other side, Kai will take so much damage, but it's wise to forfeit that turret rather than compete for it, as he does that with a flicker. That was a very bold move. That was a very wise move, because if he had committed even more, that wouldn't have been wise. Okay, Gaius already trying to take the creep here. I can see that Ronin is really pushing the EXP lane here. That's a very wise thing to do, because Luffy right now is only trying to come to his lane to defend. Ronin is looking for an opening with his Spear of Alpha here. So is Nagasaki with the implosion. But there's only a limit to what they can do right now. There's only a limit to what they can do. Both teams are playing it safe, because at this point, it's a very delicate point in the game. This is a very, very delicate point in the game. Anybody that gets taken out, this game could turn really, really quickly to immobilization. Already coming in. Kuro Sensei not willing to commit, goes in. Luffy looking for an opening with his spear with a Fist of Zen. Okay, all right. Both teams not willing to commit. They realize that right now, macro management is much more valuable than kills. They know that the wave management is much more important than the scoreboard. That is actually more important. Both teams realize that. They're not willing to commit because a single wipeout could turn the waves against Crimson Era. They could lose their kill lead. They could also lose the macro management. I could lose some turrets because right now they're at a good position when it comes to turrets. You know, they're not really. They've only lost one turret, and that's the one that Kuro Sensei lost on the EXP lane. So right now they're in a good position and they shouldn't throw it away. The first game is in their side and it's looking like they're gonna take it. So if they play their cards right in this game, if they properly focus on wave clear and they engage when necessary, not engaging because you want the kills, engaging when necessary and when important, when they see a clear opening that won't jeopardize objectives, I think they have a chance to actually steal this one. I think they can actually take the whole running right there. Looks like that's a network lag. But then again, the Lord will spawn in the next 10 seconds. That's not something he would want when the Lord spawns, because as a jungler, you need to be active, especially with the retribution. He needs to clear that lane to give them an advantage. Exactly. And then the Lord has spawned already. Jiraiya already doing what a leader would do, setting the pace. But that's a dangerous position for Ronin to be in. The jungler should not be out of position where the Lord spawn has already wasted his spear of Alpha. Luffy already goes in the tempo class but gets taken down. That Pincer strategy backfired quickly as he gets outnumbered immediately. Kaios trying to support their jungler, knowing that he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. As Crimson Era gets a second Lord, our second easy Lord. Kitsune are getting so pushed right now. Kai being in a dangerous position. Gaius really trying to make sure the waves are at their advantage and trying to macro manage on the mid lane. Anonymous trying to farm the creep. He knows that, already using the ultimate right there. Gaius not willing to commit, gets into the turrets, getting desperate. There's Gaius. Is that worth it? Is it worth it to potentially die because of a kill? This is one of the things that actually make a squad through games, because when you get desperate at such a delicate time period, when the Lord is already advancing, you have the waves to advance, and as a marksman, you are expected to be there because you have an advantage in the sense of you can actually end the game quickly. You know, when your teammates are busy fighting and they're creating a distraction for you. The mid lane is getting heated as Jiraiya tries to. They've already taken down the mid lane. Gaius already doing the same as well. Nagasaki looking for an opening. Gets the Purify! Get Gaius out of that position as he gets out of there. The implosion has been wasted already. Oh, that's an effective one right there. A beautiful timing from Gaius right there. You see, that Purify really came in handy. I mean, a Purify on Irrital is not something we see all the time. But then again, that came in handy. It's the defense right now for Kitsune. There's a chance they can make it if they defend properly. There's a lot of crowd control on their end. And Tigre will soon get his ultimate back. And Purify does not have the lowest cooldown. So, that's the thing. So it's just something right now. To be honest, it's crazy because Ronin is really just farming all the creeps that are meant for Anonymous. Anonymous doesn't have a single kill. It's kind of crazy, but then again, to think about the fact that he didn't actually get much chance because the Sigil is being very ineffective in this game. Because the Purifiers are not actually making it easy for him. I mean, 2 members have Purifiers. The squishy ones that he would have taken out have Purifiers. And the ones that he can take out easily have Sustain. So it's not really easy for it to be Tigre right now. It's not really an easy thing. Luffy here looking for an opening. But unfortunately, Badang packs a lot of CC. And they also have more Purify. So that's the Purify spell is really countering their lineup right now. It's Crimson Era really cooked for this one. They really made sure that this lineup, they won the draft and they won it ridiculously good. And then you can have Ronin still managing the EXP lane, immobile for a few seconds there. So I'm really going to look at the other end. I'm gonna see the end of Luffy. Luffy's taking so much damage. Gaius trying to commit right here, but that's a dangerous one. Anonymous looking for an opening on him here, but Gaius already knows that it's dangerous to make such moves. 18 seconds to the Lord spawns. He's gotten to a point this Tigre is forced to use his skills on the minions because he knows that if Purifies don't make it worth his while anyway. As Crimson Era gets another free Lord. I don't think it's gonna be much of a competition right here because it's really easy. It's really easy. There's not gonna be much of a competition because I mean, what's the point, right? This purifies, this sustains, and Jiraiya is doing a good job of zoning them out. On the other end, making sure they don't even come close. The Lord has been taken already. This is a third Lord on the side of Crimson Era. There's really not much they can do. There's really not much. I mean, this is kind of looking like a hopeless situation. What they need right now, what Kitsune reading right now, is one good mistake from the side of Crimson Era to change everything. They can just push, and it will be one ruthless push through the other lanes that don't have the most minions, and it could end it all. So this could be it, or this could be it for Kitsune. So let's move the camera back down and let's see how well they defend. On the most already in the position already gets taken down. The spell alpha used on him. Yes, the avatar of the Guardian coming in. Jiraiya implosion from the Tigre right there. As 3 members dies immediately from Kitsune as Crimson Era takes game 1. That's a hopeless situation, but then again, Kitsune did a good job of defending for that long that it took 3 lords to be able to end them. And with that being said, Crimson Era takes game 1, with Ronin being the MVP of the first game. So I'm gonna be engaging the comments right now. You all will tell me, what you thought about this game. I'll be engaging the comments. So while we wait for the lobby to set up and all that, I'll be engaging the comments, and you guys will tell me what you think. Okay, so let's get this. So okay, it's a Kimi supremacy. Okay, yeah. I mean, Kimi revamp is good. I mean, he was good. I mean, we get to see more Kimi picks right now. And then he said Roger. Okay, yeah, a Roger pick was not actually something I supported, but then again, it's rookie squad, so it's rookie tournament, so there's not really much to expect. Okay, yeah, he was too passive. Yes, definitely, as a jungler, I think he was kind of passive, but then again, you gotta give Roger a bit credit because he stole that first turtle, so at least give him some credit. Okay, give him some credit. Okay, so when he said any other jungler can do more, well, definitely, I mean, Ronin did do more, but then again, Ronin had advantage in the sense of his teammates were much cooperative and better. That situation. I said I hate Kimi because of my revamp. Well, Kimi revamp is actually a good thing. I don't really like Kimi, neither do I hate her, so I'm kind of neutral on that position. So someone says seeing these people in classic and it look like he stole from them. Okay, that's actually funny. They say even gold and jungle, she's strong. Actually, Kimi was played mid lane in this game. So she wasn't actually played gold or jungle, but yes, Kimi is a very formidable character right now, and the revamp actually helped a lot with that. So I'm just gonna shift my position right here a little bit, and then he said Kimi mid is better than Kimi gold. Well, Nicholas, preference are very subjective, so I won't really agree with you, because a lot of people could have that can be quite controversial. Some people could say Kimi gold is better, some people could say Kimi mid is better. Everyone has different situations. Say Badang needed defense. Well, to be honest, even if you had built defense, Badang is a highly CC. He has a lot of. Badang thrives in a CC comp. Like, Badang's real strength is when he's able to apply as much CC as possible. This is a hero that has CC everywhere. He has CC in his S1, CC in his S2, CC in his S3, CC in his passive. And then you're fighting against a team that has 2 purifies. Like, how do you want to work against that? I mean, it's gonna be difficult for you, that's for sure, right? So then again, I said this Blaze guy, Benedetta one trick. Okay, Coney, I don't really know. Well, let's see if he plays Benedetta. If he gives Crimson Era an edge, that's that's gonna be a good thing, right? I mean, more for Crimson Era. They already won game 1, so that will put them at an advantage. And he said rookie comp. Okay, Timothy said rookie comp. I don't really know if it's rookie comp. It's rookie tournaments, but then again, there were some comps there that really made sense. I mean, Kitsune actually had a very good comp. I mean, a Tigreal and a Badang is a very good. They have good synergy, but then again, the Purify kind of messed it all up. I mean, Crimson Era had the perfect counter, and let's see the bans on the side. Okay, so Jiraiya chose Liuyi and Tigreal. Wow, the team taking down the Tigreal is crazy because Tigreal was very ineffective in the last match against them. So they're taking down the Tigreal right now. It's something I don't really get, but then again, let's get into the draft pick for the game 2 against Crimson Era and Kitsune. So I'll stop engaging the comments now. If you still have more comments, you can leave them. Probably when I'm done with this game, I engage you guys. Then we wait for the next game, which is Yonko going to be playing, which is game by 10 p.m. So the Kimi is banned on the side of Kitsune, taking down the Kimi. Seems like the Kimi really gave them a tough time on the side of Crimson Era. But then again, let's see how Crimson Era Arrow responds to that. With that being said, I'll drop down the comment sections and the Hayabusa takedown from Crimson Era. Kai will respond to that. Let's see what he does. Okay, a Gato pick or a Gato ban. I mean, Jiraiya did a very good job zoning out with the Gato, so a Gato ban would actually be a very good ban right now. A Gato ban would be very, very solid, you know. Indecisiveness. Oh, takes down the Alpha. Ronin. Looks like you're gonna be finding more junglers that will be effective with Crimson lineup. I hope you're not a one laner. I really hope. A Broody takedown. Wow, that's something. I mean, Broody was not even picked in the last game. Finally, a Hylos. Finally, on the side of Kitsune. I mean, where were they keeping this guy all along? I mean, a Hylos is a very, very good hero, especially when it comes to zoning out and charge attacks. It's a very, very good hero if you know how to use him. Why were they sleeping on Hylos all this while? I mean, come on, guys. Hylos is very... Oh, now there's the strongest ninja in all of the Scarlet Shadow from Kai, Hanzo Sancho. Oh, I'm gonna be seeing Harekage. I am pumped for this. Blaze knocking down the Granger, the Bard from the Demonian Empire with Gaius with Irithel. Oh, the Orc right there from the Abyss. But Dank himself on Anonymous. We're gonna be seeing a lot of tankiness from this. A lot of sustain from this Badang. I think he's gonna switch it from the Roger. Seems like the Roger didn't really work well for him the last time. Locks down the Hylos instead. Wait, how are they picking Elioyi? No, that's illegal. Fivocas is supposed to mark that. That is illegal. They banned Elioyi in the lobby pick. I mean, Jiraiya said they banned Loyi and Tigreal. Christopher locked down Elioyi instead. That is illegal. Please, Fivocas, please note that. That is actually illegal. This is actually an illegal pick. Please, this should actually... Yes, this is actually illegal. Cypher, please, if you are in the commentary section, please take note of this. Please. This is actually illegal. I can't actually allow this. You know, I mean, I don't know if Fivocas is seeing this. But then again... This is not actually allowed, okay? So then again, back to the stream. So you can see Lunox pick right there. The mage that balances evil and order and chaos is back in the show again. Jiraiya with the ban, the leader of Crimson Era, will make a final decision, taking down the Layla instead. Okay, so no, if this is an auto loss, technically Crimson Era wins, and this will be their second win. So this is going to actually be the end of the game for them. So this is actually going to be the end of the game, right? Sci-Fi, if you're in the comments right now, please please actually say that, confirm that, please. If you're in the game, this should be the end of the game, right? I mean, if Crimson Era wins this one, this should be 2-0. So let's get back to the stream. Phobios is back. Right, we're gonna be some Astaros, we're gonna see some demonic force. That's something I want to see. Anonymous. Oh, Luffy locking down the Leslie. Oh, Luffy has actually switched lanes. Luffy is now the marksman. He played EXP the last one, but it seems like they're shuffling lanes. Wow, that's actually nice. It seems like they're trying to try different comps. That's okay. I mean, trying to leverage on the skill sets and the proficiencies of your teammates, that's not bad at all. I don't have anything against that, actually. Jiraiya here with the final pick. The leader of Crimson Era will make his decision. He had the first blood in the last match. The maiden with the power of the curse of blood is back. The house of Abilene won. The maiden herself, the wife of Sicilian, is back. The maiden with the vampire pact is back in the show. I really want to see what's gonna happen right now. We have two power hungry and bloodthirsty characters in this match. We've got Hanzo and we've got Camilla. So with that being said, let's get straight into game 2 of Crimson Era versus Kitsune. So drop your prediction and let me know what's gonna happen, even though this is actually a loss. But then again, with this lineup, what's your prediction? What do you think is gonna happen if this game were to be played? Okay, he said, okay, someone says, Crimson wins. Well, technically they do have a good lineup. I mean, we've got very good synergy right there with Camilla, and then we got Lunox. Lunox has a lot of pen, so Lunox penetration is gonna work against Terizla and Hylos. And then we've got Irithel, has a lot of damage as well. I mean, they carry two marksmen. Two marksmen, I mean, give them an advantage here with the high boss damage. And then we got Christopher here, still in the area. I don't see a pause from Favor Cars. I don't see a pause from Favor Cars. I think we're waiting for a surrender. There's a respawn. There's a recall right there from Gaius, and there's no pause right there from Favor Cars. This is actually supposed to be a surrender. I think I'm gonna surrender. Once it's 5 minutes. I think the timer is going. A limitation. Right, I think timer is a limitation. Let's watch the junglers do their thing on the other end. Nagasaki coming in, assisting Kai here to farm as fast as possible, but the Amano Habekere is fast enough to absorb the creeps. And on the other end of Crimson Era, Jiraiya assisting Blaze with the Granger farm. Okay, 2-5 recall. Okay, well, yeah, we haven't seen such yet, so I'm gonna wait for Fivocast. Fivocast is the referee of this match. So this match is supposed to be an invalid match, but then again, there's no call for Fivocast. So I guess we keep going. We carry on. Nagasaki here trying to assist Luffy early enough. He knows that Luffy is a very good laner. I mean, on the EXP lane I can say, but then again, I don't really know. I've never seen him on the gold lane. Neither have I seen him on the Leslie before. Gets that stun there. Nagasaki trying to close in, but Luffy won't follow up as he sees the maiden here. Blaze already on level 4. Dangerous position for Luffy. Blaze sights him in, not willing to commit, as Nagasaki is already in the mid lane, trying to support Christopher here. Oh, there's the duality from Christopher. Already coming in, looking for an opening here. Flicker out there from Europe, but there's the surrender, showing the auto loss and the invalidation of the match. Well, that's it. I think that should be all. I think Crimson Era should take this one. I think that should be all, but then again, there's no call from Fivocast, so I'm just gonna wait for Fivocast, to give me the sign. Or if you are in this thing, okay, they should play on. We'll review after the game. Oh, unfortunately, Cypher, the game is over right now, so that's it. That's it for tonight. I think I don't know. I'm waiting for a call right now. Cypher, whether they invite me for the next game or we wait for the Yonko match, because the Yonko match is gonna be streamed on by 10. So I don't know if they're gonna want to play one more to settle the score, or if they're gonna invalidate that one and give the point to Crimson Era. So while we wait for the translation, I'm gonna be engaging the comments. So I can say Terizla executes. okay, that was actually funny. Terizla executes is actually crazy, because I mean, how do you do penalty zone execute? I mean, that's difficult to achieve. Okay, someone says both teams have terrible synergy. Well, I don't agree with that. Crimson Era has good synergy. Crimson Era has good, I mean, they understand that. I mean, Ronin wasn't willing to commit so much when there was an objective. Ronin knew that as a jungler, your job is to secure objectives, and you shouldn't focus so much on kills. You understand? When objectives are out on play, it's not wise. So then again, I think Crimson Era had more synergy, but then again, Kitsune just got countered too hard in that match, and that didn't really give them much room, because they kind of nullified Tigre wasn't very effective, and Badang, a very high CC hero and CC dependent hero, wasn't very effective as well, thanks to the 2 Purify they carried. So it wasn't. I think Crimson Era outdrafted them. They won them in the draft, so that gave them an advantage. That gave them a very good advantage. So that's it. That's what happened in that game. I don't think it was a synergy problem. I think it was a draft thing. I think Crimson Era won that draft in such a way that it gave them that much of an advantage. So, okay, someone says, I mean, their lineup, they didn't watch the first match. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's why you're saying that. Okay, you didn't watch the first match. That's why you said they don't have enough synergy. That's why you're saying that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna be engaging more. Someone said CRI Crimson Era picks would have been easily counted with Lolita in the second game. Well, that didn't occur to Kitsune. So unfortunately, they didn't really think about that much. It's a rookies tournament, so you don't really expect them to really know much about counters and all that. You don't really expect that much. You don't really have that much expectations. If it was a Lord tournament that was played last time, you could actually expect that. I mean, we had top squads like Unstoppable Gods, Astral, Phantom Troops, Death Sirens. We had sick and ridiculous people playing these games, so we could expect that. But then again, this is rookies tournament. You gotta cut them a lot of slack, so that's the thing. So they said proceed to the next. Okay, so we proceed to the next game. So I take it that that concludes the match between I think that concludes the match between Crimson Era and Kitsune. Okay, I think that concludes everything. So with that being said, I'll see you all by 10 p.m. I'll go and take I'll take a little break, probably take a mint or something for my voice, and I hope to see you all by 10 p.m. Okay, so with that being said, that's it for tonight, guys. That's it. I'll see you around. Okay, I don't see any invites right here. They're all offline. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream right now.